Welcome to my channel, Jesus Loving Mama. My name is Sheena, and today I'm reviewing BJU Heritage Studies 1, the third edition. My first grader just finished it up for the year. There were 90 lessons total, and we did them. We spread them throughout the whole year. If you want, you can do them every day and get it done in a semester time. I really love this curriculum because it's based on the Bible. They tie the Bible into it. You do need a Bible for this curriculum because you do read verses out of it. I also love that there was social studies, geography, and history all tied together in here, so I didn't have to supplement with any other books, which I do find I have to do with other curriculums. So I really love that about this curriculum with BJU. And I also love that they ask critical questions to get my child thinking, and they relate it to their life. How the history and how geography and how social studies, how it affects their life. And so I really like it. In this kit, you get the student book. You get an activity book, which we've already gone through, so I just pulled some worksheets out. And then the tests, and then the teacher's edition. Let's start with the student book. As you can see, it's written at a first grade level here. The words are nice and big. My daughter had no problem reading it. There are vocabulary words that they learn throughout the year, and those are in the back in a picture glossary. So they get to learn how to use the dictionary as well. And I love how there's pictures so that they can see. And then you have a map of the United States of America. You have an atlas of the world. And then you have this geoglosses, which we use this quite a bit. And you learn what an island is, what a bay, a river, a plain, a lake. And so she can actually see it. And so we use that quite a bit. I did enjoy having that. So that's a look inside the student book. The activity book is pretty simple. They're usually short little worksheets, and they just write in, pick a word up here to complete the sentence. And their tests are short, fill in the bubble. And then they do some cut and paste, which is fun. And they have coloring. And here's just some more examples. Just put in the word, put in the right letter, put in the right order, stuff. The tests come in paper form, so I just put them in this 3-prong folder. The answers over here, and then I just pull out her tests when we're ready for them. The reviews and tests are pretty short, so we just always did them on the same day. And here's the teacher's edition. I like how BJU lays out their teacher editions, because then I know what's expected of me, and it's easy to follow. Here's a table of contents. There's 11 chapters in this one. As you can see, you're going to learn about God's world, the family, community, and then you go into some geography, and you learn about your country, and then you learn about Christopher Columbus, different things there. So let's look and see what a lesson would look like. You have your objectives, your materials that you're going to need, and then your vocabulary words. The visuals are on the back on a CD. You can either put your CD in and print these off and use those, or I put them on our iPad, and then I pulled them up on the iPad and she was able to see them there, and that way I didn't have to print them all off. There's also the activity answers are on the CD as well for you to reference to. Okay, they start with an introduction. It's usually a review to get their brain warmed up. And then you have your Teach for Understanding, is where the students read their pages and then you ask them questions to make sure they've comprehended what they've read. The black words are what you're supposed to be doing, or what you're supposed to tell your student to do, either one of those. And then the blue is what you're supposed to ask your student. And then the pink is the answer the student is supposed to be giving. So then they end each lesson with a star question and an answer there. And then here's the activity page that they're supposed to be doing. And this is the student pages from their textbook. And then they have an activity, and they can arrange the continents using the map. So I just got a piece of blue material, and then I cut these out, and then she had to lay her map out on there. So that was fun. She really enjoyed that. So that's a typical lesson. They don't last that long, usually about 15 minutes to 30, depending on the activity. So we really enjoyed it. And here's where they do the map with our continents were not that big, but so, and then here's an example where you need to read a Bible verse. I love how they have social studies and history and geography all mixed in one, so you're not having to supplement. I didn't feel like I needed to supplement anything at all, which I loved. And there was a chapter in here on Pocahontas, and we watched the Pocahontas movie when we got to it, and it was just really fun. So we enjoyed this curriculum this year. We're going to go ahead and move on to number 2 next year, and I'll go ahead and do a review of that one as well. If you guys have any questions, just let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye.